Hi there, I'm Birgit O'Connor and welcome to my studio. Today I wanted to show you how you can apply some very simple techniques to get a bit more depth in your painting. And for instance, this is 140-pound hot press paper. It took a little longer to build the color intensity up, and I just wasn't happy with this, but I am now. And what I did was just use a very simple technique of painting with a little piece of paper, and I think that this is going to be something that elevates your paintings. So come and join me and let's have some fun. What I see here is that everything is pretty much the same size stroke. And what will happen with the hot press too, I won't get the same color intensity. It'll be harder to get that color intensity that I want. Okay, I'm just getting a little water in here. It's better to have the creamy color. And looking at what I have here, what do I like about this? I think this is too busy here. That's working okay. I could maybe go a little darker up there. I could use this to be light. I could maybe add more color into the sky if I wanted to, but that's not where I'm thinking of starting. This is the hot press paper. It has a slicker surface. So I don't think I'm not getting the results that I expected with this. So let's go ahead. Okay. I have that pink in my palette. I don't like that. I'm going to take a little Winsor blue too. So I'm just going to walk you through my thinking process. I'm just going to do it without over analyzing. Let's see. Okay. Okay. You can see I'm going to actually take clean water over here. A little bit there. Can you see that? Yes. Okay. I'm going to go around my rock. I'm going to make this a little darker. And why I would use this was because I would be thinking, oh, I want to get more of those waves without them looking too drawn on. Maybe I want more splashing. I didn't think about the crashing waves as I'm doing this right now, but I just wanted to show you the idea, the technique. I'm using the paper like a brush. Okay, so, and then I might do that, and then I would decide, do I want to use a 20 or a 14 and maybe soften some of this? How much action do I want? Do I want it lines like that? Do I want to lose an edge? So if I do, notice I'm taking the brush. Here I'm going to take a 20 because it's going to hold more water, but I'm going to release or get rid of the extra water, and then I might soften an edge. And remember, this is the hot press paper, so it doesn't react exactly the same as a 300-pound. But what I'm looking at, I kind of like the idea of this through here. I like the action over here. If I want to get more detailed, I could at another time, but I'm looking at the overall picture. What do I like about it? I think I'm going to leave that part alone and maybe leave that alone for a minute and maybe come into this. This is feeling a little floppy, so that might have actually been 140-pound paper instead of 300. So I'm going to move over to another one here. Let's see, that one or this one. I'm looking for different shapes. I like to keep them. I think they're fun. I'm going to take a little quinacridone gold, maybe a little permanent, not what do we call this? Yellow ochre. That's not the same. I'll mix that into my blues. And then maybe, let's see what I come up with. So this, what I like about this is that way we don't get too caught in painting every little blade. And I'm not going to pay too much attention to the little white spaces. Maybe I can tap it like that, and that can look a little too deliberate if we have too much of that. Okay, so I mean, it's a lot of fun and it's really easy to get carried away. Maybe I'll go a little darker down here. Maybe I'll add some blues.
Because you're using paper, do you feel less inhibited? Um, does a brush constrain you sometimes?
Yeah, it can. Yeah. See, and then touch a few edges, and then you can always come back to it. But I like the idea of this. And do I want to change anything? Do I want to leave it like that? I'm very happy with it. Maybe I'll do one other thing. do I want to? Maybe bring that up a little bit more. Ah, that's too dark. So how can I use that? Let's go ahead and use that. Okay. So I can either panic and freak out, or I can try to lift it out, or just go, is that okay? And if it's not okay, it's not okay. Add a little more water. Maybe I'll come in and add a little yellow and a little green. I can get carried away. I think that's kind of nice. I'll just do a tiny bit more over here. And if I want a rounder, more organic thing, then I'll use my round brush. Now I'm creating a different time of year. I think that's interesting. I like that I added more color to it. I could do a little bit more down here, but let's see it, what it looks like if it was a little cleaner. And you would take more time if you wanted. I like it better. I think you'll really enjoy it, especially for the plein air painting. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you now have a better idea of some things that you can easily apply to your own paintings to make them more interesting. And until next time, have fun and happy painting.